Departing from the North Station are express to Yusnan. Passengers wishing to travel to the Wildlands or Dead Dunes should board trains departing from the South Station. The Yusnan train is now arriving.
Stop by our store, you'll never need a doctor.
Welcome. May I help you? I am lacking some key ingredient. See this list? Again, I cannot... Welcome. What is this? Incroyable! Never did I think anyone would be able to find these ingredients. I shall pour my heart and my soul into crafting this dish. I shall return. It is ready. I have made it at last. The legendary dish, the Nora Special.
Nora Special? Somehow, that sounds familiar.
I doubt that, mademoiselle. It is a name that only a select few elite chefs are familiar with. It is a dish no longer served, a legendary recipe that was almost lost to the mists of time. A dish last sampled 1,000 years ago, or so the stories say.
For something that's so legendary, there's not much to it. It's not all that fancy or complicated. But at the same time, it smells great, like good home cooking.
Vraiment. On the tongue, it is a reassuring pleasure. It evokes sun-dappled afternoons on the seashore, a masterpiece of subtlety. It has been passed down to me over 1,000 years. From one generation of chefs to the next, the recipe copied 100 times. Until it came to me from my master. To make this dish is the greatest honor a chef can know. Somewhere my master is watching, and is proud. Please, you must have this, as a token of my eternal gratitude.
The Nora Special. It reminds me of a place near the water, of cool breezes, the waves lapping on the shore. I still remember Sarah. How could I forget? It was our hometown, the place we grew up. Bodum. You always used to order this at that cafe you loved. You'd make me get it too. Even now, 1,000 years later, something of that time has survived.
I should go and have lunch soon. I get pretty grouchy when my belly's empty.
We don't have much out here.
Accept death. Pray for rebirth.
Welcome. Merci beaucoup. If I have the ingredient... Ah, merci bien, mademoiselle. Un moment, s'il vous plaît. Et voilà, it is done. Bon appétit. Should you want, please come and see me again.
Our items made from fuzzy.
Welcome. Please, come again. Why don't we go work with the volunteers?
We've stopped evolving, but the food hasn't. The Savior and Lord Snow are on good terms. Hopefully she can help make our city a better place. Nothing but go out and have fun. Maybe it's time to repent.
You did not come at the appointed hour. You turned your...
Good evening. It's now 7 p.m. and the nightly festivities are in full swing.
The Recreation
You know
and
the
Leisure
magic
Committee
word?
encourages visitors to visit all the attractions our city has to offer. Thrill. Still, light and magic. Our city has it all. We order you to enjoy yourself.
Only the finest quality here in our drinks and our... Even without the play, you saw it.
They dropped the charges against the Savior. She's to be left alone.
Is that you? It is, isn't it? You're the Knight of Light. Perhaps you could help me where others could not.
That depends on what you want me to do. So who are you?
Perhaps you have heard of me and my work. I am the man who uses forbidden alchemy to create the ensorcelled machine. Alchemists investigate the very essence of souls and life, the original natural philosophers. Alchemy is an ancient discipline with many rules and laws. And it pains me to confess I broke one of the most sacrosanct taboos of all.
Look, if it's forgiveness you're after, why don't you talk to the priests?
I seek redemption, but no priest can provide it. Behold, the fruits of my crime, the sorcery machine that I created.
That's your doing? That thing powered by chaos?
I had a feeling you'd understand. You could see its essence, can't you? Please, help me. Help us all. You have to destroy that thing. Already, countless brave warriors have lost their lives at its hands.
The killings are not gonna end until someone stops that thing. And it looks like that someone has to be me.
Thank you. You're my last hope. Although I built the accursed thing, I am powerless to stop it. It's grown far stronger than I ever imagined it would. With each victory, it consumes the soul of its victim, and thus it grows more powerful.
Bloodsport fans, let me hear you! Our ultimate challenger is taking on the ultimate foe. The scourge of the slaughterhouse has defeated every other foe. Give it up for the indomitable Knight of Light! Lightning, it's your time!
Your time is over. Pray for the dead. Easy now. Get
lightning takes the victory! You come to the slaughterhouse to see a show, and lightning delivers! We're witnessing history tonight! Come on, fans, let's hear you roar!
Oh, how can I ever thank you enough? The machine has been defeated, and at last his soul can rest in peace. You have saved him.
You talk about that machine as if it was a living thing. Do you think machines have souls?
No, of course not. But that one, it was special. It was not like any other machine in the world. The truth is, my brother's soul was inside it.
Your brother?
It was my doing. Alchemy was the key. It was forbidden magic. I knew that, but I yearned to try it. I took the soul of my living brother and placed it inside the machine.
That's madness. Why would you do something like that?
When people stopped dying of old age, I lost sense of the true value of life. When I carried out that experiment, it wasn't just my brother who died. Now that my brother's soul has been released at last, there's only one thing left for me. I must pay the ultimate price.
You want to believe that dying will absolve you, but you know that's not true. It's the coward's way out, that's all. If you really care about redemption, then you have no choice but to keep on living. You have to regret what you did for the rest of your life, until the end comes.
And if I do that, if I live for eternity suffering the guilt of my crime, will I find forgiveness in the end? Will the guilt ever be lifted?
I wish I could promise it will. But either way, you owe it to yourself and the men who died, whether or not it brings forgiveness.
Well, well. Did you drink my nectar? How did it work?
It didn't. Nothing happened. Bad or good.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. It appears that by mixing the poisons, rather than creating a new effect, they simply neutralized each other.
Well, it was kind of refreshing, but the effect was pretty subtle. It didn't lift curses or cure wounds.
Refreshing? That would suggest a positive influence on your state of mind, just as I anticipated. I still believe my theory is sound. It is a simple matter of tweaking the ratios of the recipe. I'll make another batch right now.
You want me to test it again?
Of course I do. An alchemist does not give up the search for truth because of one little setback. No, science must plow forward through stormy seas no matter what, and you will join me on this journey of discovery. There, my new and improved concoction. I believe it will be especially effective in curing the effects of poison. Nectar Mark II. Use it in your next battle and then return and tell me how wonderful it is. You'll find it effective in curing poisons of all kinds. I'm looking for... forward to hearing all about my experimental.
Any warriors willing to... Are you going to enter? The curtain is about to go up. It's time. Are you ready, Bloodsport fans? 'Cause it's slaughterhouse time. We're going to drive the chaos away. The night of light, lightning. Show us what you're made out of.
I'm ready. Are you? Our tears fall into the chaos. Let's do it. You're down. Pray for the dead.
Lightning wins the fight! She's queen of the arena! That was a fine performance indeed. Are you going to... The curtain is...
A new world is waiting. for the dead. Can't read me.
The winner is Lightning! The Knight of Light delivers another resounding victory!
That was a fine performance.
We know how to... We'll be waiting.
Report.
I'm looking forward to hearing all about... my experimental potion.
I'm starting to see what all the fuss is about.
I'm gonna use these moves on my husband.
The Recreation and Leisure Committee would like to remind visitors that a piano performance and fountain show is currently being held in the Revelers Quarter. It will be the signature Yuznan event.
Are you going to... Then go and do the best you can.
dead. Blood's up now. Let's do it. You surprised? You surprised? Let's do it.
Lightning takes the victory! You come to the slaughterhouse to see a show, and lightning delivers! We're witnessing history tonight! Come on, fans, let's hear you roar!
That was a fine performance indeed. I'd welcome a star like you any night.
Did you lose the potion? How careless of you. Then I must give you another flask. You'll find it effective in curing poisons of all kinds.
cheered at one of these before.
You bumped into me on purpose.
Never-ending battles, fear in the combatant's eyes, ferocious bloodthirsty beasts. Even though the show's been canceled. It's so pity.
I finally...
Welcome to the... Thanks for dropping in.
I hope you can make everyone's wishes come true. I hope you keep... Miss Mighty... Someone's prayers come true! In return, they wanted you to have... This!
Here for the train.
Today was uneventful. Thank God.
It's almost nightfall.
Excuse me, conductor.
One way.
it's none.
Hunter was a man who once turned against the Order.
This has been a fruitful journey. Is the chaos going to absorb this place too?
Businesses are doing poorly because no one comes here
Children of Etro have gone and
I don't like this.
Bring me the ingredients listed here, and I'll brew up a dose before you can say the... Snatched by cats, I presume. Not to worry. I can make another batch for you right away. I'll just need a minute here.
I suppose I should get up.
Bowl me over. I thought he'd gone and kicked it years ago.
The Shadow Hunter was a real gracious soul.
not safe around here anymore.
I wonder if the Shadow Hunter will
The Shadow Hunter will be after me for enemies? No, this is bad!
your life isn't as much.
Keep up if you can. You got in my way.
Though your life isn't as much danger as your money.
Hey, looks like I'm not the only one who likes a drink or two.
We've got your potions, we've got your salves, we've got everything.
The best hotel in the city.
Keep your eye on the clock. It's nearly time to get you back up here. You know that it's almost time, don't you?
Who is the Shadow Hunter, really? There can't be many men with such strength and skill.
Thank you for visiting. Do visit anytime.
Sid reigns.
That was once a man's name, but now it means nothing. His soul has dissolved into the swirl of chaos. I take his form as a convenience, but I'm no more than a puppet.
All right, so who's pulling your strings? Benevelsa?
No, not God. I am the voice of many, of the countless multitude who call chaos home. I am the speaker for the dead. Tell me, Savior, do you know the ritual they call Soul Song?
Vanille is planning to perform it at the cathedral. She says it'll release the dead from their suffering. I guess that means you.
Vanille has been misled. There is a truth she cannot see, a truth that lies within the unseen realm.
What do you mean? What truth?
You do not understand the role of chaos.
Huh?
The chaos will drown this world, but it's also the key to our humanity. When we die, we return to it. But only for a short time. When a man dies, his soul melts into the chaos, but the idea of it, of him, survives intact. And then he is reborn anew and returns to the living world. An unseen power exists in all of us. It's the chaos that we carry in our hearts.
Our souls are made out of the chaos, which is why they return to it when we die. But they survive there, waiting for a new body, which means you could be reborn in the new world.
If the Sacred One shows us the way, she is the only one who can tell us what to do. She has the power to guide us into the future, where we can live again.
She can do what I can't. Vanille can bring salvation to the dead.
Yes, but she doesn't know what she is capable of. The Order has kept the truth from her.
Why would they lie to her? They preach salvation.
Only for the living. The Soul Song will destroy us and make you forget we ever existed. Murder on a grand scale.
You want me to stop her, right?
Yes. And then you must tell her what her real power is, so she can lead us to salvation.
Is this what you all want?
It is, but it is not God's will. If you answer our prayer, it will mean defying Benevelza. Those who try to defy the gods end up controlled by them and are destroyed in the end. Like Sid Raines.
I remember Raines fought for humanity and he was killed for it, but the spirit that drove him to stand up to the tyranny of the gods didn't die. I kept it with me. Chaos is in all of us. It's the stuff our souls are made of, and it's the reason that the dead live on in our hearts and minds.
Yes, the chaos unites humanity, a thread woven through all our lives, and it's a power God cannot see. Its potential is limitless, and that makes it more powerful than he is.
But now you're gonna tell me that it's nearly impossible to tap into. Am I right?
Yet it is possible. No one can control the chaos. If you want to make the power yours, you must have the help of those who are inside it. You know what needs to be done. You know whose soul you have to find.
You mean Sarah? Are you saying I'll be able to reach her?
You must. With the chaos, anything is possible. Find the invisible bonds that unite us across life and death. Do that, and you will have all the power you need.
Chaos. It was the key to defeating God. If I wanted to use it, I needed Sarah's help. But Sarah, how can I make you hear me? I reach out with every fiber of my being, but is it enough? Can I do more? If I throw myself into the abyss, if I cry out to you, will you hear me, Sarah? Will you answer? Hold the world aloft. Give me another day.
You survived another day.
Light, the end is almost here. One more day, and then the destruction of the world will be complete.
Right. And there's no way I can delay it any longer.
No. This is it. You can still carry out your mission as the Savior, but today is your last chance. Tomorrow in the Cathedral, Vanille will perform the Soul Song for the Order. The final rites. When the souls of the dead will be released from their torment and returned to oblivion. And when the clock strikes the hour, it'll mark the end of everything.
It's an ending that not even God has the power to stop. Hope, tell me something. You said that the souls of the dead return to the chaos, right? If that's true, then that's where Sarah must be. Her soul is lost out there in the chaos somewhere.
For God, the chaos is an unseen realm. He cannot see inside. And so it follows that he doesn't have the power to find her as long as she is in the chaos. But he can do something else. He can make her anew.
But then how can she be the real Sarah? The one I know?
Well, don't you trust him? It's true that even with all his power, God cannot extract Sarah's soul from the chaos. But there is another place he might find it. He could take her soul from inside of you.
How would... You're just making things up now.
You always found it hard to trust people. What chance does God have? Look, I'm not saying you will. But if you do decide to turn against him, you should know that I'll always stand with you. You trust me, don't you?
It just seems like the more I search, the further away I get from finding her. I've encountered more than a few ghosts from the past now, talked to souls from the chaos even, but I'm still no closer to finding Sarah, not even a hint.
I don't know, but perhaps you've done everything you can. Maybe you could have found her already, but something is keeping her from talking to you.
Like she doesn't want to see me? Is that what you're saying?
Of course I don't think that's the case. But it's possible. Perhaps it's because you're too close to each other.
You mean she's out there and can talk to other people, but not me? Tell you what, why don't you go out there and look for her in my place?
I'd like to help, Light, but I can't leave the Ark. How about this? If I happen to die before you do, for whatever reason, I'll make you a promise. I'll try to find her in the chaos. And when I do, I'll find some way for you two to be together again. It really feels like the end now. Soon it'll be over.
It's been dying for 500 years.
I wasn't talking about the world.
Then what?
Never mind. Time is short. Every minute's precious now. Let's not waste any.
Until we...
They've dropped the charges against the Savior. She's to be left alone.
Delicious doesn't even...
Try a concentrated microcosm of culinary delight?
There are all sorts of...
Apparently, there's a new dish called the Savior Special at the bank.
When things are bad, that's when you want to eat something.
Morning.
Why don't we go work with the volunteers who are trying to make Houston better?
Nothing but the best food, the best drinks, and the best service.
Who are you?
You must be Erin. Here, I have a letter for you from Reddick.
Reddick? Well, that's a name from the past. Wait, I thought he was dead. Let me see that thing. Well, that's his handwriting, all right. I'd recognize it anywhere. Here, I've kept the journal with me, just as I promised him.
I don't mean to pry, but how do you two know each other?
We used to date. Not one of my finer moments, that's for sure. Hindsight, you know. But that was lifetimes ago. He made me keep this while we were still together.
Why would he give it to you instead of keeping it? Have you read it?
The thought never even crossed my mind. And I knew anything that bastard Reddick was involved with couldn't be good. Please, take it. I'm sick of carrying it everywhere. I'm just happy to wash my hands of the whole thing. It's your problem now.
All right, I get it. Thanks.
Light, you found his journal. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Weird, huh? What I don't understand is why there are so many people involved. First Reddick had it, then he gave it to his friend Erin, for safekeeping.
I wonder if it holds some sort of big secret. A secret so dangerous, just having the journal in his possession could put him at risk. What do you think?
I think I should read the journal before I give it back.
It would be the fastest way to find out what's going on. But do you really think you should? I mean, it is private after all.
But does it really matter at this point? I mean, we're already neck deep in his affairs. It's all for his benefit anyway, right?
Okay, it's up to you. But remember, what's been read can't be unread. If you want to do this, you're on your own.
I need to know the truth. I need to know for Ranulph, for his own sake.
Day 2505. I searched every inch of Yusnan. I found no clues as to who killed my wife and child. Day 3229. I came across a merchant in the Warren who had a valuable piece of information about the case. A certain business rival wanted me out of business. Was this his doing? Did he kill my family to make some sort of sick point? Day 4762. I can't stop picturing my daughter's corpse. I can't erase the image from my head. I have nothing to live for anymore. But I can't rest until I find justice. My family deserves it. Day 15756. Revenge is imminent. Mark my words, justice will be served. Day 15757. Justice will be served. Day 15758. Justice will be served. Day 15759. Justice will be served. Day 15760. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. Justice will be served. Justice will be served.
This is... I can't believe Ranulph had to live through this kind of tragedy.
His wife and child were killed by a business rival. I can't begin to imagine how he must have felt.
The journal begins from the day after the incident and goes on for years. I mean, look at the dates.
He must have been chasing the killer for decades. It looks like he was consumed by the thought of revenge and nothing else.
But wait, there must be a mistake. Remember what Ranulph said before? He told us that he had never had a family of his own.
I don't think he was lying. I think that's what he honestly believes. I think he truly doesn't remember what happened. Look at these journal entries, the same words written over and over. He couldn't deal with reality. He must have cracked. Lost his sanity.
Yeah, and with it, all his memories.
In the end, it was the only way he could survive. Cutting himself off from the past is what's kept him going. He doesn't mourn his family, because he doesn't know they ever existed.
The end is always scary. I hope I'll at least...
Chocobocoli? I'm so happy Saz found his smile again. I can take a little credit for it, right? Or a lot of credit? Or all the credit?
The woman who snuck into that party was the savior.